My name is Paul Hamilton. I'm the General Manager of the National Aquarium in Abu Dhabi. We're standing here in the rainforest zone. We have 12 zones in this aquarium. This is a very special day because we've just inaugurated the African manatee habitat. Behind me are 2 African manatees, and they have an incredible story. About 13 years ago, these animals were in West Africa and they were moved to a facility in South Korea. At the time, nothing was known about the species. Since then, it was discovered that this is a critically endangered species. Knowing that, the South Koreans have donated the manatees back to a conservation project. This conservation project is based here in the National Aquarium, and we're working with special partners to make sure that bona fide conservation work is happening back in Africa. So we have the محمد بن زايد Species Conservation Fund, and they help us to manage the project and make sure that the funding is heading in the right direction. And then down in Senegal, we have the Africa Aquatic Conservation Fund. And they are actually in the mud doing the groundwork and protecting the African manatee in its home territory. These 2 manatee have a special job now. They can never be released back to the wild. They've spent most of their lives in human care. So their job now is to make you fall in love. When you fall in love with the animal, it makes you want to protect it. And we have the mechanism here where everybody can contribute to the conservation of the manatees by buying merchandise and the proceeds going back to this conservation work in Africa. So this is the base of the project, and these 2 manatee are now ambassadors to their kind, and they have the job of exciting everybody and meeting a whole range of nationalities because Abu Dhabi is such an international hotspot. So the African manatee display has opened just in time for Eid. We're only days away from the long break, and we're sure that there are going to be a lot of people who want to lay eyes on this animal. Even if you live in West Africa, you've probably never seen this manatee before. This is not the same species that you see out in the Caribbean. This is a unique species, and it lives in a very difficult environment for you to see it. So a minute population of the world has ever laid eyes on it, and we're sure that we're going to see a lot of people coming down to see the African manatees, and I'm sure that they're going to want to contribute to their conservation.
أزهار مبارك من صندوق محمد بن زايد للمحافظة على الكائنات الحية. صندوق محمد بن زايد للمحافظة على الكائنات الحية صار له أكثر من 15 سنة في دولة الإمارات أبو ظبي، ويوفر منح مالية للحفاظ على الكائنات الحية في كل دول العالم. لين هذا اليوم حافظنا على أو منحنا أكثر من 2700 منحة، ساهمنا في الحفاظ على أكثر من 1700 نوع حول العالم مهدد بالانقراض. اليوم نحن هني في ناشر أكواريوم أبو ظبي لتعاوننا مع ناشر أكواريوم أبو ظبي، صندوق محمد بن زايد المحافظة على الكائنات الحية، الصندوق الأفريقي للأحياء المائية، عشان الخراف البحر الأفريقية اللي صار لها موطن جديد هني في أبو ظبي. هذا النوع من الكائنات الحية مهدد بالانقراض ونادر جدا جدا جدا، من أندر أنواع الكائنات اللي تنشاف في كوكب الأرض. فموطنها الجديد هو أبو ظبي. يتضمن هذا التعاون تطوير دراسات وبحوث حول أهمية هذه الأنواع وكيفية الحفاظ عليها وتعزيز الحفاظ عليها في بيئتها الطبيعية.